This is a video for anyone out there who has tight hip flexors, and I don't think that's very many people. I think it's everybody, really. So the intent today is to connect to what's going on in this area in the front of the hips. So the hip flexors travel from our low back down to the front and onto the thigh. And they tend to make our backs hurt, tend to make the knees hurt, all sorts of stuff. So this is a pretty simple move that can have some really amazing results if we're consistent with it. So what you need is a ball and a pillow, or this is a felt pad or a blanket, something for your forehead because we're going to be on the belly. Before we get down there, I want you to find your hip bone, okay? So you're coming in front along the side by where your pants might sit, and there's a bone right there that you can really feel with your fingers, and this ball is going to go to the inside of that, and we're going to be laying on that right there, yeah? So it's not the navel, it's not the hip bone or out to the side, it's just to the inside. It's almost about halfway between those spots, and you'll feel a little give, a little fleshy space there. If you have to go to the bathroom, you might want to do that first before we do this. Just saying. So join me on the floor, and let's test this out. The ball comes into that space. The pillow is here for our forehead. And then we bend the knee, and we'll rotate the thigh out and in. So my foot is coming toward you on the camera, and then coming back in toward me. But it's really my thigh bone that's doing that. And you could even think, move the thigh from the deep core muscles, really centered behind the navel almost. But in general, we're moving the thigh, and that's it. Then we find some fun spots in that movement and hang out. And take some breaths in and out of that area of the pelvis. It should be a little tight, it should feel a little uncomfortable, but nothing awful, right? After that, you can choose to move to another spot or just relax off. So hang out for a few moments to feel the difference in the pelvis. One side's probably going to feel closer to the ground than the other one is. And then we have to move, right? So the reason I picked the felt pad is because it's a good support for a move that I like to do, a low lunge. And the intention here is to notice how much more I can move from my thigh before I feel this in my back. So we want to watch this seam along the side, maybe even that along the pants there, where that goes. So that's where my thigh is moving. And that actually feels pretty good. That's kind of surprising. So now if I switch sides. That's about as far as I go. If I go any further than this, I'm going to start using my back. And a lunge is supposed to be about our legs, right? So we're not supposed to use the back to do that. But remember, those hip flexors attach all the way up here, so they want to help a lot. But the more fluid they are, the more I can move my leg with a really stable pelvis and a very relaxed back. Oof. All right. So, feel free to head back to the video to then roll the other side. Remember, all it is as you bend your knee, you're moving your foot out and in. So the rotation that way, with the ball up here. That's all it is. And I guarantee, money back guarantee, that you will feel something. If you don't, send me an email, ask for a Skype session, or give me a shout on the phone, and we can totally talk about what you're feeling and how to improve this movement for you. All right? And until then, have a ball.